Hello and welcome. This is Lisa McCardle, your consciousness expander and your inner wisdom awakener. And I'm here today to talk with you about the potency of this 1212 portal that we are activating within right now. It is paired with this bountiful full moon in Gemini, which actually found its fullness at 12 past the hour. So if you're on the East Coast, it actually went into its fullness at 12:12 a.m. So we have a 12, 12, 12, 12. And super potent, super powerful. It's also the last full moon and the last of the portals of activation as we finish out this year and actually as we finish out this decade. So it's incredibly potent. And there's a few things for you to be mindful of as this is occurring. So first and foremost, it's about realizing the impact of who you actually are at your core essence. Who are you? And even more importantly, or as importantly, I guess, it's who you're becoming or are willing to become. And also, how are you here to serve? Like, what is your real purpose? And so first, when you understand who you are and what's your creative genius, your superpowers, everything in your life's experience has brought you to the significance of really this moment. And it's often the things that you take for granted, the things that are so innate and true to you that you assume that everybody understands and knows them. And so one of the first indicators of what's potent around this 12, 12, 12, 12 activation is an opportunity to really look in the zones of your creative genius. What has been your life's lessons, your life's opportunities? Maybe some of them are your pain points. Like, what's been so uncomfortable that you've surpassed and gotten into a higher frequency as a result of? This is a real indicator, like all the signs begin to point to this being the indicator of your greatest service, your greatest offering. And so this is a phenomenal opportunity to fall into alignment with this as such. Who you are and who you're becoming. It gives an opportunity, this portal, this 1212 portal it's an activation, a vibrational activation, an elevation. It's an elevator. It's to elevate you into the quantum vibrational frequency of who you are becoming as a super new human. So with it comes some amazing opportunities to really come into a greater alignment or resonance with you as a creator, as the creator of your reality and of your experience, as you, from a service perspective, as I just said, really an opportunity to lean into the potency that's coming with this new year of 2020. It's significant. So what's advised to follow the energies of this day is to make sure that you give yourself the spaciousness to get into some quiet, some like what is really working well. It's also an activator to come into greater frequency of unconditional love. And as we know, the greatest experience of unconditional love must be first and foremost for and with self. So is there any levels of forgiveness? Is there an opportunity for greater acceleration of compassion within you? Today I had this download of information about the word shame and how we can really reframe. I love to reframe things. So can we reframe shame into self-healing accelerates my energy body? So can you take that concept of shame or that limitation, that contraction of where shame is, and can you have it be an elevation for you, which often requires forgiveness? So riding these frequencies, this activation, if you will, of this portal really enables you to expand into greater compassions of unconditional love, complete forgiveness, move on, move above, accelerate, expand, extend above and beyond the limitation and the limiting frequencies that perhaps you've been walking with or carrying around or or moving from. Perhaps it's been your entire life. This, my friends, is an opportunity. These codings that are coming through are an opportunity for next level acceleration and really the joy that's possible, that's available to come through this acceleration. This is what's here for you, ripe and ready. So be mindful this day as you move through of where can you find greater aspects of love for self, of your immediate, your families, your job, your events, your I have tos as opposed to I get tos. Really coming into greater alignment with compassion, with grace, with excitement, and with opportunity. And the more aligned you are to those things, the more gracefully they are available to be received by you. So this is the pulse of an entirely new frequency. We also have to talk a little bit about the numerology, the codes of numbers that are coming. So 1 is the potent number of all new creation, of all new manifestation, of all new alignments. It has to do with fresh starts and great new opportunities. And the 2 has to do with the duality and coming into balance and harmony with the duality. 12 itself is the sequence of action, of balance, duality, independence, yet independence in partnership. So one of the key indicators that's coming up in this energy frequency is for you to understand that you are not alone. And I hear this often, the sense of like, white knuckling it or doing it by yourself. And if you're not readily able to find the support in community or in those that are close to you, then I inspire you to move into the angelic realms or to the divinity realms, the people perhaps who are through the veils, who have passed through. There's so much support for you. You are truly not doing any of this alone. That is an illusion that gets to be destroyed, we'll say, through this profound alignment of what this 12-12 is bringing. And then the full moon also accentuates this, because Gemini, being the duality, the 2 sides, the twins, is a lot about remembering that you're not alone, okay? And that it brings us into this frequency of repair and rejuvenation. And this is really a key alignment for the preparation, if you will, so that you can be vibrationally aligned and prepared fully for the bounty, and it is bountiful, of 2020, of this 4-year that's coming. 4 being the number of stabilization, of strong foundations. Everything must be built upon the foundation of the 4. So there's so many things moving on behalf of you is what I want to say. And it's a really keen opportunity to take. It's a self-expressive time. And first, maybe you need to be in the self-clarification so that you can be in the expression of you as you are and as you're becoming. So I just wanted to let you know the potency of this, be in it. It's also, I've been getting a lot of indicators that a lot of the coding that came in with 1111 is going to stabilize, is what I want to say. So if you haven't been having great sleep, you're not alone in that either. And some of the ease and the piece of integration of these energies that came through 1111 are going to have some time to stabilize in. And then, this energy just takes us into 1221, again, the 1s and the 2s, which is the winter solstice, which is where we experience the greatest darkness, maybe the greatest yin, giving us an opportunity to move into the light. We're coming back to the light. And then we'll be moving into a new moon energy that's paired with a solar eclipse on the 12th, on the 26th of this month, which then opens a window of 2 weeks that takes us into 2020. That it's just one activation after another. And I'm hoping that you're having fun with it. And so I wanted you to know that you are not alone, that it is potent and powerful, and it's an opportunity for a fresh start, for some fresh new creations, fresh new inspirations. But the one indicator is that you must not miss the moments, the time, the yin of the season to go internal. Wherever you're pushing, just please stop. This is about allowance. This is about harmonizing at a greater level. This is about moving into partnership with Source itself. And that is your birthright, my friend. So do not miss the opportunity. It is profound. It is beautiful. Find your celebration. Come to your greatest inquiries of how can I serve at my highest level? And how can I, in that service, also be served at my highest level? Because this duality isn't just about the giving, it's about the receiving and having it be in balance and optimized at its highest potential is what it is. So you're doing an amazing job of becoming a new human, and all the energies and the astrology and the numerology and the frequencies and the vibration and the universe itself and Source itself are all culminating, all aligning for your greatest and your highest good. So just keep going. Just keep going. You are precious beyond measure. And this world really, truly needs you optimized at your highest frequency so that we can begin to execute the change, stabilize the truths, and operate from a higher, more aligned and unconditional love. So that's where we're going. So enjoy it.